Hello, lovely people. Welcome to Be Yoga with Jackie. My name is Jackie, and this is a short practice for after work or just after a day. When you come home, you just want to relax and chill out on the sofa, but at the same time, it might also feel really nice to unwind the body, connect some gentle movement with the breath, and just release any stress, tensions, or just experiences of the day. So let's begin. So we're going to begin in a cross-legged seated position, and bringing the hands out behind with the palms facing away, and kind of taking quite a lengthy reach with the arms. And then we're just going to slump the body, so kind of bringing the chin towards the chest, and everything that kind of yoga says not to do, which is don't can't think of the word, but don't do this. That is what we are doing. So just imagine taking the gaze towards the front of the mat, and maybe just imagine that you're already on the sofa, you're already chilling out. And we're just going to hang here for a moment. And you might want to close your eyes or lower the gaze so that you can bring the attention inwards. And begin to observe the breath. And when we begin to bring our attention towards the breath, without aiming or meaning or trying to change it in any form, we might find that it just naturally becomes slower and deeper by shifting our attention towards that. And just beginning to arrive here to a moment where you're going to start to relax and unwind. And now on your next inhale, we're going to slowly begin to lift out of this kind of almost slump pose and just begin to tilt the pelvis forward. You might hear some clicks in the lower part of your spine, and then take the gaze upwards. And then as you exhale, reverse that. Let the spine curves, and you can bring the chin towards the chest, almost let you back into that slumped pose. And then let's do that again, inhaling, lifting the pelvis forward, tilting the pelvis forward, and then rocking the pelvis back. And do this a few more times now in your own time, whether going a little bit faster or a little bit slower, so like you're just moving gently through water, just gently unwinding and releasing the lower half of the back. As most of us, whether it's about physical work that we've been doing or a certain posture that we might have been in all day, often any tensions and stresses are held here. And this is just a nice way to warm up. I mean, you can even do this on the sofa. You don't have to come to the mat, just to do this kind of rocking motion with the pelvis. We sit watching TV and think, yeah, I'm just going to unwind a little. And just on your last round, just begin to release that. And now staying in this cross-legged position, we're going to bring our shoulders all the way up to our ears and squeeze, 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 squeeze. You can feel all this energy here, squeezing tightly, and then rolling the shoulders back, almost like you're trying to get the shoulder blades to connect, and releasing that down. Let's do that 2 more times, bringing the shoulders up towards the ears and squeeze, 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 and the hands can just be shaking here, floating here. And then roll the shoulders back as if you're trying to get the shoulder blades to meet. 1 more time. Squeeze the shoulders up to the ears. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And exhale as you roll them back. Beautiful. And now taking the palms out to the side, but placing them facing up towards the sky. We're just going to gently lift the arms out to the side and begin to bring our hands into a prayer position, maybe taking the gaze upwards to glance at the hands, and then exhaling, open the arms out into cactus arms. Feeling this nice opening across the chest space. Rising up, palms meet, gaze towards the sky, and then exhale, open up into cactus arms. Rising up as we inhale, palms meet. Exhale, open up into cactus arms and let that go. And now bringing the right hand across the body and then bringing the left palm so that it just gently presses into the right forearm, and then just gently push into the right forearm with the left palm. Just very gently so that we just feel this nice stretch here. And then swap sides, taking the right palm over, or start again. Bringing the left arm across the body, right palm onto left forearm, and then just gently pushing the palm into the forearm, just to create this nice stretch here. And release that. And now coming onto, bringing our knees together and curling the toes under. And let's just sit back on the toes. Maybe begin, or bring the bum towards the heel so we're sitting on the toes. And maybe begin by having the palms out in front of us. But then can start to walk the palms back so that we're just sitting here on our toes. And here we have some yoga for the toes, and you might already be feeling this and thinking, what on earth, I want it to relax and unwind, this hurts. And it's going to feel a little uncomfortable, sure. The more you do this, the more you'll learn to experience the discomfort. But this is so nice to do because you will feel a really lovely release in a second, I promise you. Hold on for 5 more seconds. And let that go. Bring the palms to the hands, palms to the mat, and just start to shake out the toes and the feet. And apologies to any neighbours you have downstairs if you are upstairs. And just sit back on the heels again, interlacing the fingers behind the back, just gently opening up, taking the gaze up to the sky, opening the heart space here. And then we're going to You might need to watch me to begin with. But we're going to start moving our head towards the floor and then just lifting up slightly so that we could place the crown of our head into the floor. And if this is enough, that's totally okay. But can you maybe lift the arms up towards the sky? And then bring the arms down, keeping the fingers interlaced. Just beginning to play a little here. And you'll just start to feel different parts of the shoulders and, the shoulders really, kind of opening up and then releasing. And just find a position that you like, that feels nice. We'll keep with this rocking movement. Returning to the breath, make sure you're still breathing. And let's release that. And now coming onto our bums and taking the feet out to the wider edges of your yoga mat, just bringing the bum in a little closer, and then taking the arms and resting them so that the inner elbow kind of rests on the inner, on the outer part of the knees. And hands are, see, I'm already completely zenned out, I can no longer form words. You're just letting the hands relax loosely, hang loosely in front. And then just lower the head towards the chin. And just hang out here for a bit. Allowing anything in the day that is built up, does not serve you, was busy or heavy, or with each exhale that you take, just release that. Inhaling relaxation and exhaling release. And maybe imagining or visualizing anything that does not serve you. Imagine it just coming out of the body like roots connecting to the earth, going into Mother Nature to be nourished and released. And let's gently release that. Now taking the right leg out straight and then bending the left knee and then shifting the position slightly so that you can bring the left foot in towards the groin and the left knee is pointing towards the diagonal of your mat. And then taking hold of the big toe, and if your leg is straight, bent, that's okay. Taking hold of the right toe with the two big fingers, or alternatively taking the right palm so that it's on top of the left knee, and then just begin to raise this left arm over, almost like maybe painting a beautiful light around you, and just lean into this. Maybe take the gaze up to the sky so that you're not completely forward, folding into it. And feel this nice stretch here, and if your hand is on the knee, you'll feel a nice stretch here. And if your fingers are on your toes, you'll feel a deeper stretch up the left side of the body. And let that go. Bringing soles of the feet to touch. Clasping hold of hands and holding on to our feet, and we're just going to fold over here, roll over, and you can have your feet as close or as further away from the body as you wish, whatever feels most comfortable for you and your body right now. Listen to it. What does it need? And now let's switch to the other side. So keeping the right foot in towards the groin with the right knee pointing to the diagonal of the corner of the mat. Taking that left leg out, flexing the toes, taking hold of the toes if you wish to begin from here, or taking the left palm onto the right knee and then raising that right arm over like we're painting this beautiful rainbow above us as we just feel this nice stretch. And returning to the breath. Deep, slow breaths. Just to really let the body know you're home, you can relax. And releasing that. And now coming into our final yoga position, bringing the soles of the feet back to touch, and then releasing the upper body with the help of our elbows so that we come onto our backs and into this reclined butterfly pose, bringing one hand onto the belly and one hand onto the chest. And let's take a deep inhale together here. And sigh that out. Ooh, 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 ooh. And relax. Let your body melt into the mat. You can take the hands down by the side if that's more comfortable. And this is where we will end our practice. You can stay here for as long as you want. You can take the legs out long if that's comfortable. Or if you're ready to begin the rest of your evening, bring the palms together, thumbs up to third eye, space between the eyebrows. Taking another last deep inhale here. And exhale. The light in me bows to the light in you. Namaste. Have a beautiful rest of your evening.